Welcome back to the channel. Of course, there's somebody on a bike going by on this nice day, but we're going to do some trailer maintenance today. I actually already started, and I was going to video the other side, but I decided I'm just going to go ahead and shoot from the hip. My GoPro's giving me issues again. Someday I'll figure it out, but we're working on my trailer, my open deck. Working on the open deck today. Figured, I call it my new trailer, but it's a 2016, so that makes it 8 years old now, so it's not a new trailer anymore. And I've known the pins and bushings, which is what hold the axles on. This is one. This one's not terrible. This came out of the equalizer, what was left of it. These are the pins or the bolts, however you want to call them. They call them pins and bushings. This is the equalizer that thing come from. You can tell it's wallowed out nicely. That side's even worse, so no wonder it was wearing my tires funny. That one's not so bad, but the front two, it wore real bad. This one and then the one on the other side, to the point I actually replaced that one already with a spare, and the one behind it blew. So we've actually got 2 new tires on that side, which aren't staying on this trailer, because I have 4 new tires last year, because I didn't get to this job last year. 4 new tires for the trailer, so them 2 will be spares. One will probably go for my enclosed, but that's another project. So we're replacing everything. I have to order the equalizers. They're on order. I didn't know they were that bad, but I'm going to replace all of that with these brass bushings instead of the nylon, with the bolts. And the bolts have a hole where grease can come out to grease the bushing, because you don't want to run them dry. And it's got a grease zerk, so you pump grease into them every once in a while and you keep them lubricated. I got one started, I got one bushing done, and got one bolt started in. I got to finish pulling it the rest of the way in, and but I greased the crap out of it before I put it together, and we're just working on getting it together. Like I said, we gotta wait for the equalizers till tomorrow. I gotta get that bolt out yet. Haven't made it that far. That sleeve is out. I gotta get that sleeve out, and then get the brass ones in, and keep working towards some trailer maintenance. And then when we're done with that, we're gonna pull the hubs, check the brakes, because to me, no, this one's not, but the rest of them just roll freely. But you want a little tension on your brakes and need to check all the bearings. So like I said, I can call it the new trailer. Call this my new trailer, and it's a 16, so it's 6 years old, or 8 years old already. And the other best part about this trailer, at least for this project, is removable fenders. So they get completely out of your way. They have a little tongue that slides in there, and then they bolt down back here, which both of those little hand knobs were broke because, well, I can't remember the last time I took the fenders off. So got new hand knobs coming. We got a lot of work to do to this trailer. We got to put a new cord on the front because it got drugged. We're going to put a connection box on it. Might buy a toolbox for it. Not sure yet. It's on the list of things because I want to get a battery mounted on it for my winch. And then I bought some lights. I want to put a switch inside the box to put some like lights for loading at night. Just a lot of little things to do to this trailer. So, all right, we're going to keep working at it. Since we were talking about it, and if you have a trailer, this is one of the best things to get for your cord. It plugs it in, it doesn't dangle. But these got a little road rash at some point in time. I don't remember what trip, but it needs to be replaced. I have a whole new whip, and then I got a box that I'm going to put inside this rail here and make all my connections. And like I was talking about, I'd like to put a toolbox here, put battery, put all my straps and everything in it. And then that way the winch will be permanently connected and not off and on. And that winch has done a lot of pulling. But onto the other subject. This is my first tire that was ate up and worn weird, which was my first indication I have a problem. I mean, it's literally tapered across here, and there's some skip wears in it. So, and right now it's just serving as a spare. But last year when we went to Hearst Fest, we had a blowout back here, which was another tire that was sketchy. And so Menards, yeah, you spend a lot of money there, but when you're on the side of the road and need a tire, they keep in stock these 6 lugs 225/75 R15s, so it went on there. And then this, ironically enough, is another one that was from Menards. It was actually for my old camper. We were going to Cedar Point, I think it was, and we blew a tire on it and needed a spare, so stopped at a Menards and picked one up because Walmart was already closed for the night and tire shops were already closed for the night, but Menards was still open. So get us that, you know, was able to get us to and from without any more problems and have a spare. So these are coming off, like I said, and I got 4 brand new tires that all match that are going to go on this trailer. One of these, probably this one, which when I bought it was going to be the spare for this trailer, so it works out, will go over here, and then that one will get thrown away, and then that one will probably go and be a spare for my enclosed, or might just carry it extra for this when we travel far, like when we went to Hearstfest. So anyways, that's kind of my opinion. Like I said, I can show you these are better than the others. They're all worn and skipped, and I don't want to tear these up. So all right, put her together, at least temporarily. These are the wrong equalizers. I'll have new ones tomorrow, but I wanted to put it in to kind of hold the axles in place. That's done. They got to be tightened. And the bushings are in the springs, but when I get the new equalizer, I'll have to put all the bushings in, which some of them are here. I actually had to order a couple of more because the kit, when you count it, doesn't come with enough bolts and bushings to do the 4 end ones. It's just got enough to do the shackles and the equalizer, which is crazy. I guess I should have counted that sooner, but I got them ordered. They'll be here tomorrow, and we'll be able to finish this trailer. I'm going to start. I took them apart on the other side, but I'm going to pull the hubs, repack all the bearings and everything, make sure everything's good to go, because it's been 8 years since this trailer was brand new, and they haven't been apart since. I think I pumped a shot of grease or 2 in them here and there, but nothing major. And we'll pick it up tomorrow, see what we get done. Well, probably not tomorrow, but we'll get it done. This is why we do preventative maintenance. I wiped it off already, which I shouldn't have, but there was a little bit of rust mark there, and you can see a little mark on there from the bearing. But you can see there's rust on all of that, which means water got inside this front cap and seal to allow water into the bearing. And if that would have been left undiagnosed or unchecked, that eventually would have seized the bearing, and then it would have spun, eaten this axle. That you can't even feel it. You can see the marks, but that's from water. I've had bearing seized. I've been in Maryland. I live in Indiana. I've been in Maryland and had a bearing seize and eat up an axle on my camper because of lack of maintenance. Now I am very, very normally picky about doing wheel bearings every 2 years, whether they need it or not. I hadn't done these. We're going on 8 years now, which is mine. It's been bugging me for at least the last 2 that I haven't done them yet. But I figured they should be good for 4 to 5 years. We stretched it to 8, and I'm glad I decided to do them, because yeah, that was going to become a problem if I kept using this trailer. I haven't uncovered that one, but that one wasn't full of rust or anything. The other side, the front one was fine, but the back one, it didn't have water in it per se, but the grease was more oily than grease. It was less dense. I'm trying to think of viscosity. It was a very lighter for viscosity, so I don't know if water was starting to get into that one too. But water is your enemy on these bearings. Very much your enemy. All right, we got this all put back together. Got the brass bushings, bolts and pins. I greased it up. Phone was dead, so I didn't really record, but it's all back together. I actually had to fix a little bit of my wiring back in here. It was all broke, so my front axle brakes weren't even working. But we're working on getting this all put back together and being done with her. And hopefully these pins and bushings last a lot longer than the other ones did. We'll just have to keep them greased. Real quick, everyone, thanks for watching. This video is an older video. I shot it in the spring, and I actually forgot about it until I was cleaning off my phone. So thanks for watching. We We did a little trailer work. Ended up, after that, we had to fix all the connectors on all the brakes because none of them were working. And we repacked all the bearings. Everything's worked out great. We pulled the trailer probably 2,000 miles, if not more. Actually, this went to North Carolina and back twice. Once at least, if not twice. I took it to Lake of the Ozarks and back. So it's had some miles put on it. So anyways, but just wanted to kind of put a end cap on this video. So long and short of it, we got it done. Any questions, ask. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Please keep watching.